Hello student, I am Shiva. In this lecture, we will understand life cycle of Plasmodium. What Plasmodium is? Plasmodium is the main causative organism which produce malaria. And this malarial parasite is transferring through this mosquito, that is female Anopheles mosquito. Through this mosquito, this parasite transfer from one person to another person and create the disease which called malaria. How they are actually transferring from one person to another person, that we will understand in this lecture, okay? So first, the Plasmodium's sporozoite phase actually present inside the mosquito's salivary gland. What I'm saying? The Plasmodium's sporozoite phase is present inside the mosquito's salivary gland. If the mosquito is affected by Plasmodium, then the Plasmodium's sporozoite phase, okay? This sporozoite phase is present in the mosquito salivary gland. Whenever this mosquito will bite any normal person, that sporozoite phase will transfer from mosquito to this normal person's blood. Okay. Now these sporozoites are inside the normal person's circulatory system or blood. Okay. Now this sporozoid, what they will do after attacking our body, they will first attack in our liver cell. Okay. Now it will transfer in our liver cell. Inside in our liver cell means the hepatocyte cell. These hepatocytes are now affected by these sporozoites, and now they will produce a certain different kind of structure. I mean, these sporozoites will show different kind of structure. Let me show you. I'm showing this cell here. Okay. First, they will attack and they will produce this kind of structure because they will reproduce asexually. Okay. So they needs to grow first. And remember that sporozoite is haploid phase. The sporozoite is in haploid phase. And inside the liver, there is structure they will produce. We call this structure is schizont. Okay. Structure, we call it a schizont. And inside the schizont, they will multiply their number. Okay. By the multiple fission. And this process we call schizogony. The process we call schizogony. And they will produce lots of spore-like structure. We call that's a merozoite. These structures are merozoite, which is present inside the hepatic cell. Okay, hepatocyte cell. And now what they will do? They will burst. And they will come out from this liver cell and they will again attack another liver cell. Okay, they will attack another liver cell. They will do same kind of stuff and they will affect this liver cell also, and they will produce they are just multiplying their number, okay, by the multiple fission. They are just multiplying their number, nothing else. And almost after attacking, almost 7 to 8 days, they will do this kind of activity. Even we don't know, this time also we doesn't know about their presence in our liver cell, okay. Because in this period we call it an incubation period. They will not show any kind of behavioral structure. They will only do this kind of things which will affect later. Okay. So now what they will do? They will burst and they will come out in our circulatory system again, in our blood. They will attack in our blood again. Now they will attack in our RBCs actually, erythrocytes. And this phase actually we call erythrocytic phase. And the previous phase, the liver phase, we call it's a pre-erythrocytic phase. Okay. Now what they will do? They will again attack the RBC, and this phase we call it's a trophozoite. They are just changing their structure. Okay. We call this phase is trophozoite. And what trophozoite will do? Trophozoite will do the same thing what the sporozoite have done. Okay. They will again produce a structure we call that's a schizont structure. Again they will produce schizont structure. And inside the schizont we know that they will produce merozoite, but this time we call it's a erythrocytic merozoite. Okay. Erythrocytic merozoite. Erythrocytic merozoite. Okay. And they will produce a vacuole-like structure also inside the RBC. Okay. They will produce a vacuole-like structure inside the RBC. And this vacuole-like structure, during this time we call this RBC have a signet ring. Okay. We call it a signet ring. Signet ring. And again they will just merozoite phase. This merozoite phase will burst the structure of RBCs and they will come out. Okay, again. Here they did the same thing. Again, inside the RBC, they will do the same kind of thing and they will come out. This merozoite will come out. This merozoite will come out in our blood and they will attack another RBC and doing same kind of things like they are multiplying erythrocytic merozoite and they will again come out. They will show this kind of stuff. Okay, and during the bursting of RBC, they will produce a kind of chemical. We call that is an hemozoin. Okay, like this is the RBC, and they are bursting the structure, and the merozoites, erythrocytic merozoites, will come out in the blood, and during this time they will produce hemozoin also. Hemozoin. And what hemozoin will do? Hemozoin will do the shivering and fever, that kind of behavior they will show. Okay, during this time. So after malaria attack in our body, malaria means the Plasmodium, attack in our body, after several days, this kind of shivering and fever will show. Okay. During this hemozoin, this is a toxin actually, okay, toxin. Due to this toxin, we will feel fever and shivering. Okay. And after this, what they will do? Some merozoite, erythrocytic merozoite, will attack the liver again. And some erythrocytic merozoite will change their structure and they will produce another kind of structure which we call, it's not sporozoite, that gametocyte phase. Because they need to reproduce also. So, for the purpose of reproduction, they will produce gamete. And gamete is always produced by gametocyte. So, they are now producing gametocyte. Because they need to grow also, no? By sexual reproduction. Here they were reproducing asexually. Now, they will reproduce sexually. Actually, sexual reproduction is not happening inside the human's body, but inside the mosquito's body. So, they will now produce gametocyte phase. Gametocyte phase. And this gametocyte, this is also a haploid phase. Okay. This gametocyte, two kind of gametocyte can be seen. One is macrogametocyte, another is microgametocyte. Macro means the larger site which will produce female gamete. Okay. Two kind of gamete can be seen. Gametocyte actually, not gamete. Macro and micro. Now, this macrogametocyte phase is come in our peripheral area of blood vessels. Body's peripheral area. Okay, and in the day of 16, actually, almost 15 to 16, they will come around our body surface. Body surface means blood vessels. Obviously, inside the blood vessels, they are still present. So now, what they will do? They will wait for the mosquito. Whenever any mosquito, now this person is affected, previously this mosquito was affected and sporozoite come in our circulatory system. Now this person is affected and inside the blood this gametocytes are waiting. Why waiting? Because these gametocytes will fertilize inside the mosquito. Now if the mosquito will attack or bite any this person, the mosquito will bite this person, this gametocyte phase will come, this person to mosquito's digestive system. Okay. Digestive system means actually the stomach. Now this gametocyte phase is present inside the stomach of this mosquito. And now this mosquito is affected. Now what will happen? This gametocyte phase will transfer into gamete, and they will produce the two kind of gamete. One is two kind of gamete. One is macrogamete, which we call the female gamete, and another is microgamete, which we call the male gamete. And now what they will do? They will fuse and they will produce oocyst. Oocyst is a kind of structure where this zygote, where the zygote will cover in a hard-like structure. Okay, where the zygote is covered with this structure. Oocyst is a kind of structure where zygote is covered with a kind of structure, and what will happen? This oocyst will lots of multiple fission will happen inside the oocyst, and they will produce what? They will produce the sporozoite again. The sporozoite phase which affecting our body previously, that sporozoite phase again produced, okay, by this process. And how they will produce this kind of sporozoites? These sporozoites actually haploid, I have told you, but this zygote is diploid, obviously. To diploid, this diploid zygote too, they will produce haploid spore. How they will produce? They will produce by the process of meiosis. First division will be meiosis, and then all the divisions will be happen like mitosis division, and they will produce lots of sporozoite phase, and this sporozoite phase is now present in the mosquito's salivary gland. The gametocyte phase present in the stomach, and they will break the wall of the stomach, and they will come in the salivary gland, and this phase we call it's a sporozoite phase, and this sporozoite phase is ready to attack any new individual or the normal person. Okay, so I hope you have understood this whole process. Okay, thank you.